Hi guys, and welcome to our first Dark Vengeance mission battle report. This is using the first mission in the Dark Vengeance set, called Rampage.
Rampage! Rampage!
It's a one-player scenario, quite strange, you're all saying. Basically, it's just to get to grips with the rules. So, this first mission, the Hellbrute is rampaging, and the Chaos have got to try and capture him. So we'll basically get straight onto it. I have to try and deactivate him, while he's got to try and kill everything. The only person who can deactivate it is this guy. You've got to hit him in close combat, and then on a 5 or 6, it deactivates him. You can't kill him, otherwise it's a draw. But if he kills the rest of me, then it's going to be, he's going to win basically. So he basically plays himself in a sense, and his little rules are: he moves closest to the closest enemy model. He's got 360 line of sight, and then that's it basically. Then he has to charge if he's within 12 inches. So we'll start off. I've deployed everything. These guys are the closest at 6 inches away from him. And then it goes to these guys, and then these are away. So obviously I've set up so he's going to charge the Cultist first. So we'll start off first turn, and he gets first go. So obviously he turns round. He's going to advance 6 inches. You've got to stay an inch away from enemy units. So I'm going to put him there. Yep, there is hull points there. So he is going to shoot at this Cultist unit. He's got a multi-melter. It's one shot, heavy one. Normally if you move you can't shoot it, or you'll be snap fire, but because he's a walker it doesn't bother him. So he's ballistic skill 4, so he's hitting on 3s. And he hits. Yep. So it is strength 8 against my guy's toughness 3.
That's bad news for a Cultist.
So it's going to be 2s basically. Okay. So
yeah.
Now one of the new rules in this edition is you take the wound from the closest enemy model. So if you just have a quick measure, it's literally going to be this guy. If you shoot at the captain of the squad, you can get what they call a lookout, sir. Okay. But I'm not, so he's dead. That's it, there we go. So he's just vaporised him. Now, it goes on to the assault phase. Now, charging is different again. It's gone to fantasy, basically. It's random charges. But instead of adding your movement to the charge, you just add the 2 dice together. Right, okay. So, we'll see. Again, he's got to charge the closest enemy unit. Which is so we'll see. So he moves 5. So he's got to move closest to closest first. So obviously he's just going to go to there.
Bad day to be a cultist.
It is. So in combat he's got 2 attacks. You get +1 for charging. Okay. But first he has a power fist, which I believe means that he strikes last.
Right, okay.
So obviously he's initiative 4, he goes down now to initiative 1. So the Cultists are initiative 3, so they get to attack first. Another new thing is, on your initiative step, you get to make a pile-in move. So everybody in the army gets to move 3 inches. It just means that you can bring more enemy models into combat.
So everybody at initiative 3 that's in that combat in that unit is now going to move 3 inch towards him.
Towards him.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, okay.
So obviously you can just keep going like that.
Just means you're going to get more guys in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
More depth.
More depth. So you can go there. And again, the way it normally works is any model who's in base contact with him, if they've got a friendly model within 2 inches from him, they can also attack. Now this basically means that the people who are right at the back, say Orcs for instance, they have a lot of models in their unit. These guys at the back wouldn't be able to attack. Now because they're making a 3 inch move, you can get more models into attack. Yeah. So it is basically, as Tom said, more smash.
Right, yeah.
So, okay. Well, when you fight a walker, you fight its front all the time. Okay. So unfortunately, because he's got a front armour of 12, the Cultist to a strength 3, even if I roll a 6, can't actually hurt him. Okay. So they are rubbish. So we might as well, I'm not even going to roll. They can't do him. None of them got any special weapons to up their strength or anything like that. So there's not much point. So I'm going to go straight back onto the the Hellbrute. Now he's got 2 attack standard, and you get 1 for charging.
Yep.
So he's weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 3. So if you are struggling to remember and everything like that, you've got the hit chart on the reference sheet. So weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 3. I'm needing 3s to wound.
Yeah.
3s to hit, sorry. So.
Oh dear.
So 2 hits.
Yep.
So you take those 2. He has got, let's have a look what it says, the Power Fist. And if you look onto the stats for the Power Fist, it's strength times 2, it's AP 2, unwieldy, which basically means he strikes last.
So,
so he is strength 6.
does that mean he's strength 12? Or
The maximum is only 10.
Oh, right, okay. So
he's basically strength 10.
Okay.
So again, he's wounding them on 2s. It also means that if you're a target hitting a model with multiple wounds, it allows you no armor save, and also because it doubles your toughness. If you're toughness 4,
right,
causes you instant death.
Oh right, so literally just squashes you,
kills you. No matter how many wounds you've got or anything like that, he will instantly kill you.
Oh right, okay.
So it's 2s to wound.
It's two
cultists dead. Again, when you remove casualties, beforehand you could take them from the back.
Yeah.
Now you've got to take away the models which are in base contact first.
Oh right, okay.
So just take 2 away. If there are no models in base contact, then you do take the closest out of combat.
That were within that actually fought.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So you can't kill people that haven't fought then. If that's
as
if you understand what I mean.
Yeah. If they're too far away.
Yeah. If he can't kill someone over there.
No. Basically, if this guy was 2 inches away.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he's within 2 inches of him, if there's no more guys left here, it would go on to him.
Yeah.
If this guy was 3 inches away, because he wouldn't be within 2 inches,
he's just not going to be.
He can't be hurt.
Killed. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just means for the bigger squads, like say for orcs for instance, or tyrannids,
it stops the situation in 5th edition when I used to play it that somebody would maybe ream off 30 odd boys and he's killing people that are miles away.
Yeah, exactly.
Think, well,
it stops that. Yeah. It makes it more, if in a sense, if you want to call a fancy sci-fi game more realistic.
Yeah.
In a sense. So okay, so I've lost by 2. And again, it's the same in fantasy or in most games because you take your leadership test because I failed. Mm-hmm. I have to take a morale test to see if I run away. So the Chaos Sergeant here, Anarchus his name is. Mm-hmm. Oh no, this one is Tekvar. He's leadership 8. Because I've lost combat by 2, I have to -2 from his leadership. So he's on a 6. So I need to roll a 6 or under to stay into combat.
Okay.
So we should roll a 7. So he's running away.
Can I just ask a question, just as for other people like myself that maybe haven't played it for a while, because they couldn't hurt him at all, what would they can they volunteer to run away from him?
You can. Again, a new rule which has been put into this edition is you can volunteer to fail a morale check automatically.
Right.
The only problem is you'll have to go into this next stage which we're going to show you where the Hellbrute can still actually chase you down and wipe the whole unit
right
out.
Yeah, so it's risky. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Units like Terminators for the Space Marines can't actually chase you down because they're in too bulky armour.
Yeah,
they can't chase you. So you can actually get away, but you can normally kill those.
Right, okay.
Whereas in 5th edition these guys would just be locked in and they wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, I always thought that was a bit
yeah. So basically I then have to roll 1 dice for these guys and 1 dice for this guy and add their initiative.
Okay.
So we'll roll for the cultists first, which are initiative 3 to a 4, so there's 7. Basically, if I roll a 7 or more, I catch them.
Alright, okay.
Simple as kind of thing. So, which I don't. So these guys then can run away 2d6.
Alright, okay.
So they move in directly away from him 7 inches, which just takes him right at the edge of the board.
Ooh. So that is very similar to fantasy then. You flee 2d6.
Yes.
Right, okay.
If any model goes off the board, the whole unit is gone.
Ooh. Right, okay. So anybody out there that's hiding their characters at the back of the board needs to be a bit careful.
Yes.
Right, okay.
So, and then what happens is because you've won in combat, the unit or model which wins gets to make what's called a consolidation move.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a d6, 5 inches, so I can move 5 inches in any direction. Which I believe the rules for the Chaos
Just go
the
towards
brute
the
has got to go
nearest
towards the
unit.
closest unit. So let's have a quick measure. So that's just 5 and a bit, and that's less than 5. So he's going to go 5 inches to that chaos.
Stopping an inch away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the Hellbrute's turn. So obviously, he is a monster, as we've just seen.
Yeah.
He doesn't have many attacks, unfortunately, but against vehicles with his multi-melter and power fist, he's
Yeah, or
amazing.
dreadnoughts or something like
yeah,
that. It just
or other
rips to pieces,
dreadnoughts.
doesn't it?
But it takes a lot to get him down. As you can see, the cultist can't actually hurt him at all. So now we go to the chaos side, and now I can activate everything. I can activate any unit in any one in any order. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try and rally these guys. So it's just an unmodified leadership test.
Okay.
Using leadership 8, which I get.
Yep.
If I had failed, they would be running again 2d6 towards my closest edge, which would have taken off the board and they would have been destroyed.
Okay.
So they now get to make a free 3-inch move.
Okay.
Once you've rallied. So I'm just going to move them forward. Once
Which
you've rallied,
is different again, isn't it?
yes,
Okay.
you can shoot normally now that I'm rallied, but you cannot assault.
Right. Okay. Can they hurt him with their guns?
This guy can only hurt him in the rear on a. He can glance him on a 6 in the rear.
All right. Okay.
He's
Right,
strength
fair enough.
4 on the weapon. The rear armour of this guy is 10.
Yeah.
So
right. Well,
you can
yeah.
just glance him,
Yeah.
but if he hits him as well. So, but at the moment, the arcs is like it's an X from the top. Shows you
Okay.
the arc. So he's actually still in his side arc, unfortunately. So I'm going to move these guys.
Now, I'm assuming
So-
these guys are the ones that can actually hurt him.
Yes,
And do some damage, so to speak. They're the chosen, aren't they?
they are the chosen. They can hurt him in. They can only hurt him in combat, and there's only one model I believe can hurt him in the front. The rest can hurt him in the rear because of the strength of their weapons.
Okay. And obviously this chap.
The Chaos Lord,
Yeah.
he's got a plasma pistol, which can actually hurt him front, side, rear, or anything like
No,
that.
just as another thing, because I used to play like the 4th and 5th edition. This plasma pistol now, you can actually shoot that and still get in, can't you?
Yes, it's an assault weapon.
Yeah, but also now because it's 2d6,
Yes, I could
you've
still.
got potentially you could go 12-inch.
Yes,
You know,
pre-measurement has also been introduced into the
Oh,
game,
right, okay,
so you can
okay.
actually pre-measure at any time, like in fantasy.
So
he's
you're
just-
7 inches away. That's your
I'm
average.
just 7.5 inches away.
Yeah, so it needs to be a good roll, but you
Yeah,
can
I can
have a
still do
shot
it.
and still potentially get in there.
Yes. What I'm going to do is just move these cultists about a bit. Again, these are just going to be fodder. So
I
that's
really
it.
wouldn't want to be a cultist in your army.
No, not at all. I don't have loads of them. So that's it. I mean, obviously the bolters on these guys, because I'm shooting into the rear, they're strength 4, so I could still actually shoot at him and glance him,
Right.
which isn't too bad. Okay, so that's all the movement done. So now it goes on to the shooting phase. So again, these cultists can't hurt him unless it was this guy. I'm wondering if the shotgun can actually do anything. Strength 4 into sidearm, no. So these guys might as well not shoot. The Lord, he's
Okay.
going to shoot him. He has a plasma pistol, range of 12, so I'm definitely in there. He's got a special rule called Gets Hot. All plasma weapons have this.
Excuse me. Okay.
On a roll of a 1 to hit, basically the gun kind of blows up in his face. The discharge of it hits himself, and then he takes he then has to roll to see if he's wounded, and then he takes an armor save.
Okay.
So
right.
plasma weapons do have a downside.
So me going on about all the plasma weapons in my Dark Angels could actually.
Yeah, but you still get your 3 up armor save,
Oh right. Okay.
so
Fair
it's
enough.
not so much of an issue. So he is ballistic skill 5, so he's going to need 3s to hit him,
Okay.
which he gets. So then what you do to be able to wound a model, especially a walker or a vehicle, you take the strength of that weapon, which is strength 7, and then you take the armour of the
Rear
model,
armour.
which I think I'm in the rear for him,
Yeah.
so he's rear armour 10. So basically, what I normally do is I take the rear armour number away from the strength of the weapon,
Okay.
so I'm needing, if the exact match is a glance, anything above is a penetrating hit.
Okay.
So I basically need 3s to glance, which I get a 6. So that's a penetrating hit.
Okay.
Normally against vehicles, you would then roll onto the vehicle penetration table, but in this special mission, you don't. You normally take a hull point as well,
Okay.
but you just take a hull point.
Because they're not trying to kill him, are
No,
they?
they're not trying to kill him.
Capture him,
So he's down to down to 2 hull
Okay.
points now. So not a bad start.
Because theoretically, that could have actually blown him up.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, just for instance, if I were to roll on the table,
Well.
basically for an AP2 weapon with plasma pistols, I would add a 2, which then would cause him. Goes up to a 2, so the vehicle can only fire snap fire shots.
Right.
Until the end of the next turn,
So, right, yeah.
which isn't too bad for him. So then we've got the Chosen. Now they are all armed. Let's just have a look. All but one are armed with bolt guns. So at 12 inches, bolt guns can rapid fire, which means they can't assault after the rapid fire, but it does mean each bolt gun gets 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they are ballistic skill 4, so needing 3s.
Okay.
Oh, that's not very good there.
Oh dear.
So that's 3 hits. Their strength 4, his rear armour is 10, so obviously take it away, needing 6s. 6s, I can't get anything more, so 6 is a glance.
Okay.
No 6s, so he basically pings off his armour.
But that does mean like things like bolters now can actually take down tanks.
Yes, in the rear armour, they can
Because
obviously
if you take
glance
those
and
hull
hits.
points off them, they're
Yes.
wrecked, aren't they?
Whereas before, you could only penetrate it, but it wouldn't really do much to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the shooting phase, you could also have an option to run. If you don't shoot, you can run. So these cultists, they can shoot, but they're not going to hurt it, so they're
Okay.
just going to run. And running is you move a d6. So they can move 5 inches basically. So they're just going to surround there, sacrifice themselves for the.
The greater evil.
Yes, that's it. So there we go. And then that is basically a turn in a nutshell. There's no assaulting
Can
or anything.
your lord not assault?
He can, but to deactivate him, he needs to be on 1 wound.
Oh, so it kind of just be
If
you
the
killing
Hellbrute hits him and wounds him, which he probably will,
himself.
he's going to be splat.
Right. All right. Okay.
He ignores armour saves, but the Chaos Lord has a 5-up invulnerable save, like a ward save, but you don't want to count on that.
Right.
So, second turn, again the Hellbrute moves towards the closest model. There we go.
There's poor cultists again.
Yeah, obviously shooting again. He's hitting on 3s. He does. Wounding 1 on a 2. He does. So take away the closest. And that's it. He then assaults. 2d6. He's in.
He can't actually fail that, can he?
No.
Because he's only an inch away. So.
So that's that. And then obviously he's got a power weapon, power fist, sorry, so it's initiative 1. So these guys
Pile him.
all get to make a piling move.
But again, they can't hurt him.
No.
I can see cultists been very good against other chaff infantry.
Yes. I mean, even against normal Space Marines with a 3-up armour save.
You're going to eventually hurt them, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, these guys, because they've got a close combat weapon on a bolt pistol or a pistol, excuse me, they can they get +1 attack. So they get 1 attack standard, 1 for the charge, and then another attack for things. So they've each got 3 attacks each.
Okay.
So there's a weight of attacks.
Yeah.
So the Chaos, the Hellbrute, has got 2 attacks, 3 for the charge, hitting on 3s. Oh, only kills 1.
Well, yeah.
Needing to wound on 2s,
Right,
which
so,
he does.
Yeah.
So he splats a model in base contact and take him away. And again, that's the Hellbrute's turn done. Oh no, sorry, they've lost by 1. So his leadership 8, so needing 7s.
Now, in this instance, can they use his leadership because he's nearby, or is that or is that an advantage?
No,
Is that an advantage?
I think that's more of an advantage.
Right, okay.
I'm not quite sure if you can actually use it. You've got to be part of his squad
Right,
to be
okay.
able to use his leadership.
I mean, that wouldn't matter anyway with it.
No.
With a 10.
So I have failed. So again, you see if you run them down.
Okay.
So the initiative 3 for the cultists.
Oh dear.
So that takes it up to a 5.
Oh, isn't it? Yeah,
He's initiative 4.
Is he?
Yes,
Oh.
so he goes up to 6.
So they're all dead.
So basically, you don't move him, you just take him off the board.
Oh,
He's chased them
right.
down, and before they could turn away, he's eaten them all. And then obviously, you get now to make a consolidation move. So he gets to move 6 inches. Luckily enough, I think this Chaos Lord is a bit too far away from this guy. So,
I mean, again, the cultists are useful to block charges. And,
yes. One thing we've not been doing at the moment is basically the stand and shoot reaction.
Right. Okay.
When another new rule which has been released or been put into this new edition is when you assault somebody,
So
you can
Overwatch.
It's
is that
Overwatch
it? Yeah.
basically. Yeah, you're hitting them on. You move down to ballistic skill 1, so you have to hit them on 6.
You start fire up.
It's what they call snap fire. Again, we've not been doing it here because
They
cultists
can't hurt you. Is that right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, again, the only person who'll be able to hurt them, because obviously you're shooting the front arc, is the plasma pistol guy.
Right. Okay. But you need a 6 to hit. And
Yes,
then, yeah,
exactly.
Right, okay.
So obviously a big blob of Imperial Guard, you're chucking that many
Yeah,
dice.
that could be devastating.
Same with
wouldn't
Orc boys as well.
it? 100 Orc boys. You want to
Yeah, I mean
assault
they're
that,
normally
yeah.
hitting on 5s anyway, so
Yeah,
6s is not a
matches
major.
their shots. Yeah.
No. So okay, so Chaos Space Marines turn 2. So he's going into there, and these guys are going as well. And then the cultists are just going to taunt this guy a little bit more. Just a bit like that. Okay, so that's the movement done. Shooting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try these guys first. So that's 2, 4, 5, another 5. So needing 3s. And then any 6s are a glance. Now, I only want 1 6. This is where...
Because if you get 2 6s, you've killed him, haven't you?
Yes, and then the game becomes a draw.
Oh, right, so you've got a bit car, right, okay.
So you've got to choose. I mean, I really probably shouldn't have done that because all I needed was to shoot the...
You could have shot the plasma pistol into him and then assaulted him.
Yes. So we'll soon see.
Oh dear.
Well, there we go.
So,
3 6s. So basically, I've just made the game a draw. So if we just backtrack a little bit, I'll just show you if the guy, the sergeant, the lord would have shot, needing to hit on 2s. He hits.
yeah.
Strength 7, so I'm needing 3s to glance.
Right, so he'd have took it down to 1.
Yes.
He
So
then
obviously,
assaults him.
these guys are not going to want
Wouldn't
to
need
assault.
to, yeah.
So assaulting, 2d6. He's in on a 9 to there. So obviously, walkers fight. There is no back arc in a.
So even in
combat.
that instance there, you'd still be striking his front because he'd turn to face you.
Yeah, you want to strike the
Essentially,
front. Yeah,
Right, okay.
but I'm not actually trying to kill him, so I'm not actually hitting
Yeah.
his armour at all.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that just shows you, though, doesn't it, that that squad of Chosen essentially took a Dreadnought down.
yes,
Just we glanced it to death.
yeah.
Right, okay.
So the Chaos Lord has 3 attacks, 1 for charging. You don't get 1 for a power sword because that's classed as a special weapon.
Oh, right,
So you need to, it needs to be written, as far as I'm aware, close combat weapon.
All right.
As soon as it says power sword, power axe, you don't get the +1 for close.
Plus you get
close combat 1 for pistol. Yeah, exactly. So he's got 4 attacks. He's weapon skill 6 against the Hellbrute's weapon skill 4. So if you look again on the chart, it's needing 3s.
Okay.
So I'm needing 3s to hit, which I get 3. So now in the rules, on a 5 or a 6, now I deactivate him.
This is just a special rule for this scenario,
Yes.
isn't it? You can't
Normally
go around
I would roll-
deactivating
no,
people's
no,
Hellbrutes in
no.
games and stuff.
Normally I would roll now to see if to wound him.
Okay.
So any 5s or 6s,
And that would do.
1 5.
So he's turned him off.
So he's turned him off and the Chaos win.
Yeah.
Now, if I'd have not rolled that, and the Hellbrute hit the Chaos Lord, I'd be needing 2s to wound him.
And then it's 5.
And he's got a 5 up invulnerable save.
Right.
If I fail that,
Dead.
I'm instantly dead. Because I'm toughness 4 and he becomes strength 10, so that's double
Yes.
the guy's toughness. So that is the first mission. So
We played about with it a little bit, but it's just to give you a taste of it.
yeah,
so.
exactly. So obviously in all sense, it was a draw.
Yeah.
It just shows you how you can win as well.
Next, you're gonna see me doing mission 2.
Yes, we're going to set that up.
Which is next in the playlist, guys. So
Yeah.
subscribe, like us,
Definitely.
and keep it dream
Yeah.
light.
See you guys.